Well, we do apologize for that. Now, in other news, after working for a non-governmental organization as a sales representative for 2 years, 35-year-old Humphrey Lumire realized a gap in the urgent delivery of parcel services like tender documents. And that is how he conceived a business idea that would later give birth to Empala Couriers. Our reporter Ian Mose spent some time with a budding entrepreneur and filed the following report. Let's have a look.
Famous Kenyan author Ngugi wa Thiong'o was the first East African to publish his novel back in 1964 titled Weep Not Child, and from there many writers and publishers have since mushroomed. Just 20 kilometers from the capital Nairobi along Kenyatta Road in Juja, Kiambu County, we meet with one budding publisher, Kevin Omondi Otieno, the founder and CEO of publishing firm African Ink Publishers.
I am 26 years old and I'll be turning 27 this September. I'm a teacher by profession.
In 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, when many businesses were shutting down, Kevin, then just 22 years old, decided to follow his dream and passion and open a publishing company.
Currently, I'm the founder and the managing director of African Ink Publishers Limited. During the COVID-19, our job came to an abrupt end, and therefore I decided to follow my passion, and that is why I started to venture and to concentrate on publishing books.
Kevin takes us through his 4-year publishing journey.
Initially, I started writing, but the process of publishing a book became difficult. I remember there was a time whereby a publisher demanded over 120 Kenyan shillings, which was a huge amount to me, and therefore I decided to do further research on how I can become a publisher so that I can help other writers to publish their books.
As a publisher, how is the publishing process, including the distribution stages?
The first step is to write, and then after you've written your work, you type.
The manuscript.
Yeah. After you type, it becomes a manuscript, and then you submit to the publisher for evaluation. So once we receive your work, we do evaluation, and then we give you feedback. After the feedback, that is when we can get to sign contract, and then we start our publishing process. Yeah, we have a different type of publishing process. We have what is called traditional publishing, and then we have hybrid publishing. Now, depending with our agreement, if it is traditional publishing, we will be able to publish at our cost, distribute, and pay royalties. But for a case whereby you have decided as a writer to take hybrid publishing, it is upon you to incur the cost involved, and then we guide you on how you can market or distribute your books.
The firm is a hive of activity, with workers seamlessly handling the huge bulk of printing materials, while others edit manuscript for final output. He notes with concern the poor reading culture in the country, which he says can be boosted by ebooks and social media.
I can say it is very low. Actually, a lot of reading is happening at school level. So for publishers who have ventured in educational materials, they find it very easy. But for someone like me who has decided to venture on street novels and African literature as an entire area of specialization, it is a bit difficult. And we are taking an approach whereby we are trying to maximize on social media, and then we are trying to understand how to compel readers to develop interest of reading through social media. And of late, we are also doing we are touring schools to talk to students and to encourage them to embrace reading.
With the rise in technology and ebooks, he notes the piracy challenge, which is heavily eating into the business.
Currently, we are doing what is called incorporating digital to publishing industry, whereby we are trying to embrace ebooks. But then because of a lot of piracy issues, we are also trying to find out a way whereby we can issue out e-books but in safe forms, forms that cannot be downloaded or shared for free.
His advice to young budding publishers:
we have a huge gap between writers and publishers, and I still feel like we need more publishers, because you see, when we have a lot of publishers, they will be able to attract more writers, and then we will be able to work as a team or even partner, and then we will be able to revive African readership.
Kevin adds that he has a passion for telling African stories to maintain our identity as Africans, noting that romantic novels are one of the most published books by his company. His biggest milestone was publishing 15 books of fiction written by former Finance Minister Ambassador Dr. Robinson Njeru Githai.
One of a very big name, I think, we recently launched, about 2 weeks ago, we launched 15 titles for Ambassador Honorable Robinson Njeru Githai, and I think those are some of our successes as a company.
And how has he been able to stay afloat and flourish after only 4 years?
Okay, the challenge is always about capital. But for my case, I started doing online marketing. And I think Facebook is one of the domains that has really sold my work. Yeah, I think digital marketing in terms of using social media has played a very key role in my success.
He has a big team which helps him actualize his big dream.
A book is published, it has to go several services. That is maybe manuscript evaluation, maybe editing, and all those. So I've been exposed to some of the cultures, because you know it is not one author that is writing.
Looking at the well-stocked bookshelves, one can't help but marvel at the literature Kenyans have penned for future generations. Currently, Kevin has enrolled for an MBA course at a local university to sharpen his business skills. His parting shot:
I always believe that everyone can become best at what they do, irrespective of their industry or even the level. We all have equal opportunity, equal chances, and we all can achieve our desires.
For Young and Industrious, I'm Ben Troenjue.
Well, thank you so much, Ben Troenjue, for that report on